What's going on, you guys? It is Isaac. Welcome back to another Storytime video. And two things before I get into this story. I uploaded a Storytime about 3 days ago about the time I got robbed at gunpoint for pocket change. So if you missed that, go ahead and check it out. And also the last thing, that in 2025, I'm going to be uploading a lot more Storytimes. I'm also going to bring back the THC variant videos eventually. I just got to be cautious about that because YouTube is on my fucking ass. And I'm also going to upload a variety of other content and stream more this year. So hopefully you guys looking forward to that. Make sure you guys drop a comment of what videos you want this year and also drop a like. Let's get straight into this shit. So this story time is about the time my friend who smoked weed for the first time with me got way too fucking sick and way too fucking high, and he greened out. Now, this took place in sophomore year of high school, and it started off like any other average day of sophomore year. I got up probably a few hours late to school, honestly, showed up to school, and was just chilling and saw my friend in the hallway as he was skipping, because of course I showed up halfway through a fucking class, got into school, and saw him skipping class. So I just went up to him. Let's call him Daryl. He was a buddy I would always smoke bud with all the time and just skip school with, and I asked if he wanted to chill and smoke after school. And of course, he was very fucking down for this idea. I had a swisher, but no weed, and we figured I'll hit up my brother. He's a stoner. He'll probably have some buds. So that's exactly what I did. So we're just talking to my brother on the phone, conversating about linking after school, and chilling at a park and smoking. And as me and Daryl are talking to my brother on the phone, my other buddy, Kyle, we'll call him, comes up to us, and he doesn't smoke at all. He's never smoked weed before this occurrence. And he's saying that he's very interested in trying bud and that he's very interested hanging out with us after school. So we're like, of course, man, it would be an honor to like have you smoke weed with us for the first time, because I personally like smoking with people that have never smoked weed before, because I think that I make the environment pretty chill and I try to make sure that they have a good time. So let's fast forward to the end of the school day. Nothing too significant happened. We were just planning this out. And by the time the school day ended, me, Daryl, and Kyle all got together, and we were going to link up with my brother at the park because he said he had some absolute fucking thrax. He said he had some really good bud. He had no sweets, and I had a sweet. So I told him, let's make this happen. So we all start walking to the park, and eventually, after like 10 or 15-minute walk, we show up there and we link up with my brother, and he pulls out the bud, and he is very proud and happy to show us this bud. He pulls out this bud with a fucking grin on his face, and that's how I knew, oh, this is gonna be a good fucking time. So he whips out the bag, and he says it's some Gorilla Glue. Now, to be fair, don't know if it was Gorilla Glue. That's what plugs used to say back in the day. If a plug said it was OG Kush or some Gorilla Glue, it's really questionable. It could be the worst fucking swag of your life, or it could be some real Gorilla Glue. But anyways, I grabbed the bag and I take a peek at this bud, and it looked fucking beautiful. It looked fucking amazing. So of course I busted open the bag, and me and Daryl took a good whiff of it. You know, we've smoked bud quite a bit. We know what good weed smell like. So we handed it over to Kyle. This is like his first time seeing weed, first time smelling it, and first time smoking. So he takes a whiff of it, and he's just like, you could tell it smacked his nostrils extra hard. I mean, he has those virgin lungs, those virgin nose. He doesn't know what good weed smells like, so it singes his nostrils a little bit. He's telling us it smells good, I guess. Like, he doesn't really know, but we're telling him, like, this is some gas. You're going to have a great time. So we proceed to roll up this blunt. My brother rolls it up, and he sparks it, and we're just smoking and chilling. He passes it to me. I'm second person to get the blunt. I take a few puffs, and at this time, if I took 3 hits of a blunt and I could feel it, I knew it was some fucking gas. I had a tolerance. So I immediately knew, yeah, this is some fucking good shit. So I pass it over to my buddy Daryl, the one who I would skip school with consistently and smoke with all the time. And he was hitting it, and he could concur. This was some good shit. So we passed over to Kyle. This is his first time smoking bud, so we're just kind of explaining how to hit the blunt, how to properly inhale and all that stuff. And he's hit it vape here in there, so he kind of knew what to do. So he grabbed the blunt, he took a fucking rip, and immediately he took a decent hit. He inhaled it. I give him credit. I didn't inhale my first time smoking bud, but he inhaled it. And he immediately passed it back to my brother, and he started fucking dying coughing. As it goes, you know, first time smoking weed, you got those virgin lungs, you're gonna be dying. So he passes it back to my brother, and we're all just chiefing the blunt. And eventually he comes back into the roto. Kyle comes back into the roto, and we're asking, do you want to hit it one more time? And at this point, his eyes are red as fucking shit. His eyes are red as a dog's dick. I don't know why I use that analogy. Anyways, we're going to skip past that. His eyes were pure fucking red. But he said he was down to hit it again. So we hand it back to him, and he takes another fucking puff. And he immediately taps out. He's like, I'm done for. This is my last hit. I'm getting stoned as shit. Which we understood. We didn't expect him to smoke the whole blunt with us. But we finished up the blunt, and at this point, it seemed like Kyle was chilling. It seemed like he was having a decent time. But by the time we wanted to get up to go to the gas station and grab some snacks, he did not want to move. He was telling us, like, I don't think I can walk. Like, I don't think I can make it. And he just puts his head down on the table, and he just kind of starts not communicating with us. He kind of goes nonverbal. He's way too fucking stoned. And we're not going to be dickheads. We're not going to tell him to hurry up or just like man up or something. So we waited for him. We were being good buddies, and we just waited and made sure he was okay. So eventually, after like 20 minutes, I proposed the idea that we should just take like a block walk over to my home and get some snacks and waters there. And he was okay with that idea. He was coming to a little bit more, and he was down for that. So we walked over to my house, and we walked into the living room, and me and Daryl and my brother were going to grab him some snacks and water, making sure he's having a good time. And I had a piano in my living room. So we come back in the living room, and this man is just fucking aggressively slamming on the piano, playing some music. It sounded horrendous, but he was vibing. He was having a good time, it seemed like. But then, after about 2 minutes of listening to this terrible piano playing, he gets up and starts running up to the staircase where the bathroom is. And as he's running up the staircase, he is projectile vomiting as he is running up the stairs. So it is just a line of projectile vomit all the way up the staircase. And keep in mind, this is a carpeted staircase. And then we see him bust the right-hand corner and run into the bathroom. And we're all just kind of sitting there looking at each other like, holy fuck. We got this man way too fucking stoned. He's greening out. I've never seen someone green out before. And this was my first and probably only time I've seen someone genuinely green out. And keep in mind, this is a very random fact until I explain why you need to know this, but the sink in my the sink in my bathroom does not drain. It was busted at this point. I didn't think anything of that, because, like, when you go and throw up, you do it in the bathroom, or you do it in the fucking toilet bowl. So eventually I walk around all his vomit, because he got out of the bathroom and he was just kind of in a comatose state in a chair, just not really talking. And I step around his vomit to grab cleaning supplies and stuff so he can clean it up. And when I go into the bathroom, I realize I look over at the kitchen sink, or the bathroom sink, excuse me. I look over at the bathroom sink, and it is overflowing with vomit. I was like, no fucking way, no fucking shot. Because this sink, like I said, it wouldn't drain. It was broken. And for some reason, he was so stoned, he thought it would be a good idea to just yak in the fucking sink. I don't know why he did this, but I guess he was too stoned to realize the fucking toilet bowl was 2 feet away. So I come back down, and I'm like telling my buddy Kyle this, but he's kind of way too stoned to understand what he'd done. So I just hand him the cleaning supplies, and I'm like, dude, when you come to, can you just please clean up the vomit on the stairs? And at this point, he just hops on his phone, and he's like panic calling his fucking parents. He is stoned as shit. His eyes are red as fuck. He smells like straight blunt, and he is calling his parents. And let me add this tidbit. He's a Middle Eastern dude. Like, no matter what, your parents are going to be fucking angry at you, but his parents are Middle Eastern. They're strict as shit. So eventually, he starts to like come to a little more. He's waiting for his parents to pick him up, and he starts to clean up the stairs, which before he is even done cleaning up the stairs, his parents show up. And before even finishing cleaning the stairs and the sink, he's just upped and dipped. He just fucking walked out of the house. He was so fucking stoned he didn't finish cleaning and just walked into the fucking car. Now, at this point, I was a little fucking pissed off. I didn't want to clean this shit up. And as he is leaving, my oldest brother, the one who I didn't smoke with, he didn't smoke, but my oldest brother came home from work and he walks in, takes off his shoes, and he's like, "What's up with your friend? He looks fucked up. Is he drunk?" And I was like, "No, he got too stoned." So he starts walking up the stairs, and before I can warn him, he steps on this puddle of fucking vomit. And he looks over at me and he was like, "What the fuck was that I just stepped on?" And I like hesitantly told him, and he was fucking angry. Like he was yelling at me like, "What the fuck, dude? Why didn't you clean it up?" And I'm just like, "I'm sorry, man." He was supposed to clean it up, and he believed like that we were drinking. He was like, "Are you fucking drinking, Isaac? Like, are you guys all drunk or like?" And I was like, "No, bro, we just smoked some bud." And after my oldest brother came, like, calmed down, he was just like, "Dude, what the fuck? That guy could not handle the bud. Like, he got way too fucking stoned." And after a bit, I texted him after a few hours, and he was just telling me, like, "I'm never smoking weed again. That was a horrible experience. And, it's not for everyone, but damn, like, at least clean up your yak, dude." And he never smoked bud with me again. And he also told me that his parents were really fucking pissed. But anyways, that's the end of this story time. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.